Hi everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you know a couple of things. Tomorrow will be the video for the bundles for 2024. I have created or designed 5 different cards, and you will get all of the supplies that you need to make those cards, and more info will be about that in tomorrow's video, so make sure you come back for that. And then number 2, I have created a few t-shirts. If you're like me and you love Christmas tree cakes, I have a few I've created a few different designs, and those are listed in my Etsy shop. They are print on demand, so they're not coming straight from me, but I have ordered one myself. I love the quality of it. I have a video of me showing you the size range, etc. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, so in today's video, we're going to be using a release from Stamp Anything. This is so stinking cute. It's going to sell out real quick. So if you have any interest in any of them, be sure to check it out. I have links to everything down below. They are affiliate links. So if you purchase from Stamp Anything using my links, I do earn a small commission, and I thank you. There's also a referral link for Creative Fabrica. I will be renewing for my 3rd year next month. Creative Fabrica is a place, it's just, if you're in business or if you're someone who crafts a lot, Creative Fabrica is a place for you. They have fonts, they have t-shirt designs, they have mock-up pictures, you can do mugs, they have Tumblr, all of the clip art, etc. I have probably saved thousands of dollars by paying $47 a year for Creative Fabrica, because I was buying all of this on Etsy, and there's just, if I think, oh, I want this, like one of the cards I designed, I'm like, oh, I want this specific kind of sentiment or this specific paper, etc. And I was able to find that on Creative Fabrica. So next week, we're going to be dealing with digital images. In one of the videos, we'll talk about Creative Fabrica, etc. And again, I earn a small commission if you purchase through those links. There's a link to my Amazon wish list. You can buy me a coffee, buy a t-shirt, whatever. You don't have to. Supporting with your likes, your comments, etc. is just as important. As we go through this video, I will announce the winners of the September-October prizes, and I'll give you guys a few days to get back to me. I don't know what I'm going to do if no one claims these. I'm trying to give these away for over a month. I guess we'll see. But yeah, so anyway, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So the giveaway is on December the 4th, I will pick a random video and a random comment from all of the videos in November, and that person will win a prize that I have made up ready to go. And so the more comments you leave, the bigger chance that you have to win. And if you missed my videos from earlier this week, I did a strawberry shortcake tree or strawberry shortcake video with a tiny haul about like 3 new things from the Sassy Club, and then the week before I did the Design With Me video. So I have lots of things planned as we come to the end of the year, which is kind of crazy to say. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Let's head over to the craft table and we'll get started. All right, friends, so here's a look at the cute Treat Yourself stamp set. This is already sold out, so I will have it linked down below if you're interested in it. They are going to restock. It'll be about 10 days before they come in. They've only ordered 20 more, so if you want this one, go get on the list so you will be notified right away. So for our winners, we have Marie and John Stig, maybe? And then Teresa Brower. So if you are either of those people, please email me at TheJollyFatElf@gmail.com. You should be able to find that down below, please, so I can get these out of my house. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a hybrid card today. So I'm going to be using a digital image from Stamp Anything, and then I'm going to be using this image from Stamp Anything. Now, I just want the elf, so that's why I'm okay kind of stamping over one or the other, because it's going to be cut out and I just want the elf. I am stamping in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I've kind of gone back to that, and I love it. I don't know why I stopped using it. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to be coloring, and the color palette for this video or for this card is very pastel pink and very pastel aqua. If you guys watched my video from last Friday where I talked about my favorite color combos for Christmas that are not green and red, I think I gave you guys 20 different color combinations. So be sure to check that video out. I list out all the color combinations in the description box so you can grab one of those if you're interested. So for his skin, I like to color darkest to lightest, and I have stamped on Hammermill 100-pound paper. So I really enjoy this paper. It's smooth. Now, I wouldn't use this for pencil if you like to see texture, because this paper is smooth. And that's the only way that I can tell the difference between this and then my Nina, which I use for card bases and have like that big bag of white extras. So it's smooth, etc. Now I have started printing on the 80-pound because my laser printer no longer will accept the 100-pound. It just gets stuck and toner gets everywhere. So yeah. And then I'm going to add in some pink for his cheeks. And then I'm just going to go back over with my colors. I am using E21, E000, E30, and then R20 for the face. You can see the colors are going to be written up at the top right. And eventually you'll be able to see all of them. So I'm using R49 and I believe, not R49, Misty, E49, E77 and E74 for this hair. Now, I'm not doing a whole lot of blending because there's not a whole lot of room, but I knew that I wanted him to be a brunette. And again, I just flicking, adding just a little bit of color. I'm not someone who likes the deep highlights, like the white, like the bright highlights. And if you do, that's fine. Coloring is very personal, and I color as a crafter. I'm not trying to decide on a light source and blah, 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 blah. I just want to color and be done with it. So for his outfit, I'm using, I guess it could be a her. For their outfit, I'm using RV 13, 23, and then 21. It's my most favorite pink. I love it so very much. You can see here, it's kind of like just a baby doll pink. Not a baby doll pink, but just like a pretty pink. Here, I picked up the R20. I'm like, why does that look so weird? And I'm like, oh, I went over it with the wrong color. The hazards of having all of your markers just on your table. So I also colored their little shoes pink. And then I'm going to bring in BG32 and BG11 for his pants, or for their pants. And I screwed this up. I'm so mad at myself. I was like, why is that so dark? It says BG11. Well, I had the wrong caps on the wrong markers. So it's like, wait a minute, that should be 11. And this is when I realized I had the wrong color on, or the wrong marker, and that's why my color's not great. But at the end of the day, it's fine. They're tight. It's not that big a deal. Now, I like to bring in a micron brush pen to darken up the pupils. And most people go all the way around their pupils with white. I just don't do that. I think before I recommended getting like a circle stencil or something. Michelle actually linked me one, and I need to pick it up off Amazon. But to me, it's not that big a deal. It's like, okay, yeah. So once I cut that out with my scissors, I went around it with a brush pen, and that's just to make it look like it's been stamped and there's no white core. I am using some liquid glue and some dazzling diamond glitter. Oh my word, this is some of the prettiest glitter ever. I don't know if Stampin' Up! Still carries this, but you can find gorgeous glitters all over the place. I bought some last year. I think we used some in last year's holiday card series. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and go full glitter on this card. I love it. It's so pretty. And then I had a couple spots that I missed, and so I just kind of used the tip of my scissors to move the glue around and add more glitter. I'm doing that over a coffee filter. I have 1,000 coffee filters, and I don't think that's hyperbole. I don't know. I thought we didn't have any. Then I bought some, and then we had some, and then I stopped brewing coffee. I prefer either cold brew. Through a coffee pot. I got a Keurig, but now I prefer cold brew anyway. But yeah, so it was like I have 1,000 coffee filters. What am I going to do with them? So for the teddy bear, I wanted him to look a little bit like a polar bear. He does look a little bit more blue, and that's okay. I've mentioned before that I do not like shading white with gray. It just makes it look dirty to me. I would much rather use a blue. And I went a little bit deeper. I should have gone probably, I think this was like B000. I probably could have gone even lighter than that, or maybe it's BG000. I just don't like the look of gray on white. I don't feel like it makes it look any whiter. I feel like it makes it look dingy. And that's just personal preference. If that's what you like to do, that's fantastic. That's the beauty of card making, is whatever techniques work for you, or whatever techniques work for like what you want to see, go for it. I'm not gonna say you can't do what you want to do. It's your paper. Color it how you want to. I just love the color. I think I told this story before, maybe I didn't. But once upon a time, Misty and Rob started dating. And it was 2009, not once upon a time. And we'd only been together for like a month at this point. And I had an episode that day. My aunt had passed away and we were at her funeral, and I could not cool down. And here you can see I'm trying to figure out the best way to adhere him so she's not showing behind. And I'm kind of figuring what I need to color and what I don't. I end up using whiteout over the lines of her hair. You can see I've done that here. And then the pink is going over it, but we end up covering it up with glitter because I thought that would help. So anyway, spent all day just like dripping sweat, could not cool down. I mean, I was considering going to bed in my bathtub in like ice cold water. So my friend's like, no, call 911. I'll come with you to the hospital. So we get to, I think it's St. Anthony's in Oklahoma City. And there was something on the initial EKG. They're giving me nitroglycerin or whatever it's called under my tongue. So he drives up from Dallas the next day. And he comes in, he's like, what do you want? Or what do you need? And I was like, will you give me a coloring book and some crayons? I was like, I am about to lose my brain. So I got a cute little giraffe and crayons and a coloring book. I think I still have that coloring book too. So coloring has always been kind of therapeutic for me. And I just turn on some YouTube videos or turn on, a podcast, or I've been listening to Get Up on ESPN. Who am I? I don't even know. I'm loving the footballs. So I'll just turn that on in the background and then I'll just color. And I am a slow colorer. This is sped up to like 4 times speed. This probably took me a couple of hours. I didn't do it all at once. I got up and moved around a little bit, but yeah. So for the kind of other parts on the bear, I used RV10 and RV000. For the bow, I used the same colors I used on the elf. And then, like I said, we're going to go ahead and cover his belly with glitter. So hopefully you won't see. Initially, I went in with gray eyes and I was like, no, I don't like that. And then I went over it with the aqua eye and I was like, no, I don't like that. Ended up going with blue eyes and no, I don't like that. I kind of wish I'd gone for turquoise, like the color on the elf's pants, or that I'd gone with like brown. So I am marking where I need to cut for cutting this image out, and I'm going to be as careful as possible. I'm going to cut off most of her head. Sorry, Michelle. This is Michelle Lovesteady. I did leave the arm and left me enough room to adhere him. And that's going to be the tricky part, is trying to figure out, and here I come in with a blue, trying to figure out how to get him adhered so it's hidden. And the one thing about cutting him out is his neck is a little moving, like his neck can move better. And so I was able to put him exactly where I needed him. And like I said, I ended up doing glitter all over his belly, over the arm. Did I put it over the arm? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. But I felt like it would hide like anything that had been messed up. Especially since this glue and this glitter is pretty opaque. So we're going to get that done. And then I'm really going to take it back old school. I'm bringing in some glossy accents. Is that what they're called? I'm going to add some glossy accents to the eyes to make them look glossy. It can also work as an adhesive. You can see the other one. That one actually looked pretty good. Why did I stop coloring it? I think I made a mistake. Oh yeah, the hand got out of hand. So anyway, that's what it looks like. And then here what it looks like in real time once it's dried. You can see the eyes are very glossy. If I can find there we are. The eyes are very, very glossy, and I really love it. So I'm going to be using liquid glue again because I want to adhere him very particularly. So we're going to cover up the eyes just a little bit. We're going to cover up all of those lines for the most part. And you can see I can wiggle around his lower body. I'm going to bring in some glue dots so I can be a bit more precise with like the placement of his arm and the placement of his leg, his ear, etc. So I really, really love how this turned out. I don't like pine cones. I've never liked pine cones. I'm just like, I don't get the smell good pine cones this time of year either or whatever. Okay. So I went through paper for like 30 minutes and I was like, oh, I've got that Argyle. So this is the Sugar Plum Christmas from Photoplay. I got like 6 pieces of this Argyle. I was so sad that this did not come in a 6x6 paper pad because I probably would have bought 12, but I love the colors in this. You guys know pink and aqua, one of my favorite color combos. So I was being very particular with how I cut the pattern because I wanted it to be vertical. And I initially cut it at half at 6. So it was 6x12, both pieces. And that was a bit easier. So I'm using a retired die set from Stamp Anything. This rectangle is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I absolutely love it. I probably use it every video. And then I decided to bring in this scalloped one for this paper, and I'm trying to decide how I'm going to put this together. So when I do kind of extra layers, I like to get them all adhered and then die cut once. That way I'm not trying to line up the die cuts. They're already together and already good to go. You may want to run it through, a couple of times, etc. So if you saw my strawberry shortcake video last week, that pink and white is probably very familiar. As you guys know, I'm trying to be as zero waste as possible. So this piece right here is from that front sheet, that shows off the collection. I've even been using pieces from that. So yeah, so I'm going to run that through the die cut my die cutting machine. And it has that, I almost said ruffled. It's the scalloped rectangle brain. And then I am going to get those adhered together eventually, but it's going to be just a small border of that pink. And I really, really love this so very much. Now I struggled with if I was going to put something behind it or not, and I decided to not. They're just going to be floaty. I'm going to be adhering them with some Scotch adhesive. And then I'm bringing in, this is the sticker sheet from that collection. And I was trying to decide if I wanted Mary, but then I loved this Joy. So this is a sticker. So the Joy got put on adhesive. And then I am using one of these candy dots from Stampin' Up! From 102 years ago. And here's the finished product. Aren't they so cute together? I love them so very much. So as I mentioned, this is sold out, but you can get on the notification list if you're really interested. There are 4 really cute elves. The stencil is adorable. The builder die, the word die, all of it is really, really cute. So that will be all in the description box down below. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces, and I will see you Monday. Actually, no, I will see you tomorrow or Sunday for another video. Bye for now.